It's time for Oskaloosa Indians softball action on the No Coast Network. And now, live softball action on the No Coast Network.
On a steamy Saturday morning, we have got high school softball for you throughout the day here at the Oskaloosa Classic at the Lacey Recreation Complex in Oskaloosa. We start our coverage with the Oskaloosa Indians taking on the Chariton Chargers. Good morning, everyone. I'm Joe Lancello along with Coy Stakenberg. Thanks for joining us here on KMZN, RadioKMZN.com, and the No Coast Network. It's a full day of softball that was kind of cut down a little bit because of Mother Nature, and some of the fields are not able to handle a full day of play.
Oh, yeah, it's been pretty wet outside, Joe. The girls probably have had a couple games canceled or rescheduled, so, they're just trying to get back into the softball swing right now as they've been limited to practice time and playing time. So this will be a good time for the girls to get out there and, perform and compete.
The Indians were originally scheduled to play 3 games here. Actually, everybody was supposed to play 3 games here, all the varsity teams. And the Indians may have gotten a small bit of a break because the one game from their schedule that was crossed off was a game against Mount Vernon, who is ranked 10th in the state in Class 3A. So we've got that. So that's out of the way now. So the Indians play in Chariton this morning, and then this afternoon about 4:15 they will take on West Burlington.
I feel like not playing Mount Vernon won't worry them too much. I feel like they wouldn't have cared if they did play them, as Indians battled good team Valley from Des Moines, the number 1 ranked team in 5A, just a couple of days ago, which the girls honestly had a very good game with that. They fell short 8-1, but it was good to watch the girls play a high caliber upper tier type team.
And by upper tier, we're talking about Valley being the number 1 team in the state in Class 5A. Oskaloosa comes in ranked number 7 of the state in Class 4A, and Coach Jay Harms saying that a lot of what happened to make the score seem a little more lopsided was in the 8th inning when Valley got 4 runs, and there were a couple of errors that kind of got that chain of dominoes going down.
Yeah, and in that last thing, too, Coach Jay Harms also got in some girls that, are a little, that ride the bench sometimes, so to get them some experience out there against upper-tier teams, because, softball's a long season and you never know what can happen. So he got some girls in to get some good experience, and, they got to see a state championship team, go out there on their field and play.
Folks are here with their stadium chairs, their portable chairs, setting up around the outfield. You might want to have an umbrella handy, too, if you're still making your way out here to Lacey Recreation Complex, because rain is in the forecast, and we will see how much of the action today, part of this classic with several teams from the area taking part, a dozen teams in all. We shall see what happens. We'll have the starting lineups and find out who won the coin toss for who's going to bat first here as Oskaloosa take on Chariton at the Oskaloosa Classic. We'll be back in 2 minutes. This is Oskaloosa Indian Softball on KBOE-FM and the No Coast Network.
Craig Ford is more than just the name of our business. It's my name and my reputation. Craig Ford is committed to providing you with the highest in customer service and the peace of mind in knowing we won't be beat on price. Check out our website at craigford.com and compare our prices with our competitors. Craig Ford won't be beat on price. Let me say that one more time. Craig Ford won't be beat on price.
My name is Luke Harris, and I'm proud to be a local farmer. Partnering with Flight and State Bank helps me in my farming enterprise to make sound day-to-day decisions from a financial perspective, because they provide the financial stability and advice that I need to run my business the way it needs to be ran.
Staying healthy has just gotten quicker and easier. Pella Regional Health Center's walk-in clinic is there when you need it. And now you can reserve your spot with convenient online reservations. Goodbye waiting room. Hello walk-in reservations. Go to www.pellahealth.org/walk-in to reserve your spot at Pella Regional's walk-in clinic. Pella Regional Health Center, providing health care and healing services with Christian compassion.
Hello, this is Wade Davidson, owner of Rock Island Tap, and I want to invite you to come down and check out the tap. We are excited to offer you 59 various beer selections, including 24 craft and domestic beers. We not only offer unique beers, but we can get you mixed drinks, wine, and my famous vodka and Jameson Bloody Marys. We are looking forward to offering lots of events and live music. You're going to want to keep updated on all activities and live music, so be sure to like us on Rock Island Tap Facebook page or call 641-676-ROCK for more information. Come on down to Rock Island Tap, relax, and enjoy a few with us.
They have jumped the gun on us from the original 9:15 start. Megan Mormon is batting for Oskaloosa. The Indians are the visitors here against Chariton. First pitch was grounded foul down the third base line. Then she took one high, and now she's taken a pitch outside. 2-1. Megan 5 for 9 on the season. The junior catcher, no home runs, 1 run batted in. Right-handed batter against right-handed pitcher Grace Bengtson. Here's a swing and a pop right to the pitcher. Didn't have to leave the circle. 1 up and 1 down for the Indians. Megan Mormon leading off for Oskaloosa. Ashley Kindley plays third base and bats second. Ava Vanderwall will be at first base batting third. Sophia Dykstra in right field batting cleanup. Shortstop Maddie Haynes bats fifth. Faith Durante is in center field batting sixth. Olivia Gordon is the designated player. She will bat for the pitcher Haley Hacker, and the first pitch to Ashley Kindley hitter was just a little bit inside. And that's the thing, Coy, about softball. I mean, it doesn't really, if you're hit by a pitch, if it just brushes your jersey, it hit you.
Oh, yeah, that'll be a call 100% of the time, every time, so.
Now the left-hand hitting Ava Vanderwall with a drive in the right field. The right fielder bobbles the ball, and that will allow Ashley Kindley to go to third.
Some early morning errors by the visiting team. Looks like they got up a little bit early to hit the bus, see if they can wake up and make some routine plays.
Ava 4 for 12 going into the season before that base hit, so the Indians with runners at the corners and nobody out here in the top of the first. And Sophia Dykstra, the right fielder, stands in. Right-handed batter against right-hander Grace Bengtson. Swing and a pop in the short right field. The right fielder, Welch, coming on, makes the catch. Kindley tags and scores, and tagging from first to second is Vanderwall. And the Indians with a 1-0 lead on the sacrifice 5 by Sophia Dykstra, her first of the season. Oskaloosa up 1-0. And the fact that the throw in from right field to home was kind of a rainbow, that was what allowed Vanderwall to go from first to second.
Looks like Jay Harms did a lineup switch as last game. It was Abby Braunmeyer at the 4. This morning, it's going to be Maddie Haynes. Maddie Haynes is more comfortable at the 4 hit spot, it seems like.
Maddie Haynes now a 1-1 count on her, the sophomore shortstop. 2 for 8 on the season. No homers or runs batted in. Vanderwall, the runner, on second. Pitch inside, 2-1. Bengtson has started all of Chariton's games going into today. 1-3 on the season with a 6.13 earned run average, and opposing batters have hit .303 off her. The 2-1.
And my apologies.
In their first strike, 2-2.
My apologies. It looks like Matt Haynes is still batting the 5, so I'm sorry about that. A little mistake.
The 2-2, swing up, miss an outside pitch. The catcher dropped the ball, but she'll throw to first in time for the out. And that will end the inning. Oskaloosa in the first, they get a run on 1 hit. There was 1 error and 1 runner left. We played half an inning. It's Oskaloosa 1, Chariton coming to bat in the Oskaloosa Classic. We'll be back in a minute. This is Oskaloosa Indian Softball on KBOE FM and the No Coast Network.
Hey everyone, I'm Tyler Van Wilden, your local expert at Malcolm Lumber. At Malcolm Lumber, we pride ourselves in being your local lumber yard. We boast competitive prices that you find at the big box stores and unmatched service that the big box stores can't provide. Our one-on-one service is what sets us apart. Our knowledgeable experts are here ready to help build you a better future. And thanks to the community for having us all these years. You can continue to find Malcolm Lumber at our 3 locations in Grinnell, Montezuma, and Oskaloosa. Malcolm Lumber is here for you, start to finish.
If you think there's room for improvement in your investment game plan, or that maybe you should send in some new plays, take a time out and talk to an experienced investment professional. I'm Bob Auld of Robert Auld Investments, an investment advisor with over 31 years of experience in Oskaloosa and Southern Iowa. Let me help you find some new strategies. Call 673-9448 or 1-800-444-AULD.
Robert Auld is a registered representative offering securities and investment advisory services through SagePoint Financial Inc., member FINRA and SIPC.
Oskaloosa got a run of the first against Chariton, and now the Chargers will come to bat with this lineup. Leading off will be pitcher Grace Bengston. Batting second is shortstop Haddon Anderson. Hitting third, the catcher Macy Johnston. Hitting fourth, the third baseman Macy Wood. Batting fifth in right field is Taylor Welch. Hitting sixth, second baseman Luxie Smizer. And the first pitch from Haley Hacker is in there for a strike. Brenna Shriver plays left field and hits seventh. Lane Braby is the first baseman and bats eighth. And batting ninth is center fielder Leah Duran. The 0-1, little high 1-0-1. Bengston, 3 for 10 on the young season. She had no homers or runs batted in, but she also has 3 stolen bases in 3 tries. So she would be a threat to run if she's able to get on. Hackers 1-1, just outside 2-1. Megan Mormon catching for the Indians. Ava Vanderwall at first, Taylor Wills at second, Maddie Haynes at short, and Ashley Kinley at third. Oh, check that. It's a 1-2 pitch. It's swinging a pop up into foul territory, and the catch made by Ashley Kinley for the first out. Thought that previous pitch was called a ball, but bottom line is the Indians have an out here in the bottom of the first and a 1-0 lead. And now this brings up the shortstop, Haddon Anderson, a left-hand hitter, stands back in the batter's box. First pitch is high and outside. Anderson is an 8th grader, one of 3 on the Chariton roster and 2 that are playing this morning. Anderson 2 for 9 so far in the season. The 1-0 outside, again 2-0.
She's going for the old slap approach, Joe.
Stands back in the batter's box with a straight-up stance. The 2-0 in there for a strike on the inside corner of the plate, and the count goes 2-1. Chariton 1-3 on the year, Oskaloosa 2-1. And that is outside, but caught the outside corner for a strike. It's 2-2. And Anderson, I don't know if that was a fake bunt or just trying to bail out to an outside pitch. The 2-2. Swing a grounder foul to the right rather. And the count holds 2-2. Chariton in white shirts with red letters, red and gray trim, gray pants, and red socks. The 2-2 again. Swing tapped toward short. Haynes has it. Fires to first. Not in time. The throw pulled Vanderwall off the bag. But Anderson runs very well. And I think she would have beat that one out anyway.
Yeah, very quick as the 8th grader gets on base for the Chariton Chargers.
So Chariton with 1 down and a runner on first here in the bottom of the second. This brings up the catcher, Macy Johnston. Looks at strike 1. Johnston, a senior, 1 for 11 on the year. That one hit a double. No home runs or runs batted in. Hackers 1-1, swing and a miss, 0-2. Haley, a sophomore, This is her third start of the year. She's 1-1 with a 2.50 earned run average. Opponents hitting .274 off her. The 0-2 just outside. Runner goes. The throw is into center field. Anderson is in with a stolen base and will advance no farther. The throw originally was to the third base side of second base. And that was what allowed Anderson the room to get in there safely.
Looked like Megan caught the infielders off guard when she launched the ball down towards second. Girls are a little bit out of position right there as the runner was stealing.
Pitch is high. They had cleared the count on the scoreboard. The last pitch was a ball, but I know there's more than that. Pitch is low in the dirt, getting away from Mormon, going to the first base side, and that will allow Anderson to go to third. Is that one kind of bounced in?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay, now they've readjusted the scoreboard here. The count is 2-2. Anderson now the tying run on third with one out, swinging a chop foul to the left. Count holds 2-2. Oskaloosa got a run in their half of the first. Chariton looking for an equalizer here with a runner on third and one out. Johnson, right-hand batter, stands in. Hacker, the left-hander, deals, swinging a pop off the top of the backstop, almost cleared it, and we're still at 2-2. One thing about having only 2 games today instead of 3, it does save a little wear and tear on the pitching staff.
Oh, yeah.
And a rise ball high, and that was ball 4 apparently. I thought there were only 2 lights on the board, but apparently there were 3. This would be a bad time to find out that you've got a bulb out early in the season. So Chariton now runners at the corners with one out, and third baseman Macy Wood stands in. Right-hand hitter looks at a ball, and taking off after the pitch was delivered was Johnson to go to second with a steal. So it's now runners on second and third with one out. The 1-0 pitch to Wood. Swinging a grounder foul, just foul down the third baseline, and the count's 1-1. Wood 1 for 11 on the season. No home runs, 2 runs batted in. And she is a freshman. The 0-2 strike 3. Okay. There seems to be some misunderstanding with what the plate umpire is saying on some of these pitches. Because the original first pitch looked as though it was a ball, but apparently it was not. So Wood goes down on a called third strike. That's 2 away. And now right fielder Taylor Welch stands in. She looks at a strike.
Haley's starting to get her rhythm right now. That was a big key strikeout in the first inning right there to sort of stop momentum from Chariton.
Anderson on third, Johnson on first with 2 away, swinging a foul to the right out of here for strike 2.
Let's look for a changeup or a rise ball right here as Haley's kind of got her rhythm back.
The 0-2 grounded slowly toward short. Haynes up with it, bobbles it, and no play. And home. 1 run scores, a throw to the plate, and out. Welch reaches base on an error, no run batted in. Anderson scores to tie the game, and as Johnson was coming around third to try to get a second run, she's cut down at the plate, 6-2 from Haynes to Mormon, and that will retire the side. Chariton tied the score with 1 run. On 1 hit, there was 1 Oskaloosa error and 1 runner left. After 1, we're tied at 1, Oskaloosa and Chariton. We'll be back in 1 minute. This is Oskaloosa High Softball on KMZN, AM and FM, and the No Coast Network.
The Welcome In Bar and Grill at 209 Walnut Street in downtown Eddyville is the place to meet your friends for good times and great food. Try one of their mouth-watering tenderloins or burgers. And don't forget to order up some delicious appetizers like mac and cheese bites or jalapeno poppers. Stop into the Welcome In Bar and Grill at 209 Walnut Street in downtown Eddyville today, and be sure to like them on Facebook to see daily food and drink specials.
Need to buy or sell real estate in the New Sharon or Oskaloosa area? Call me, Kara Meyer, at Gatton Realty at 641-660-1713 and let me help you with your real estate needs. Whether it's residential, commercial, or land you're looking to buy or sell, I'll use my resources and expertise to find the right buyer or seller for you. All of us at Gatton Realty are proud supporters of North Mahaska. Go Warhawks!
(1-1) between Oskaloosa and Chariton at the opening game of the Oskaloosa Classic. The Indians bat in the top of the second, and center fielder Faith Durandi takes a pitch inside for ball one. Faith hitting .429, 3 for 7 so far in the year. 1 triple, no home runs, 2 runs batted in. The 1-0 rises high and away, 2-0. Faith has had a wonderful freshman season. One of the leading hitters on the volleyball team. Also went to state track in 3 events. The 2-0 swing a grounder through the shortstop's legs into left field. And Durandi will reach on an error. That went right through the old wickets. And for Chariton, that's their second error today. And 8th of the season. This is game number 4. That's not a good average. 2 boots a game.
Nope, and Faith is going to be out in outfield, which normally she's a relief pitcher for Haley, so she'll be getting some playing time on the field defensively as well this game.
First pitch to freshman Olivia Gordon is high for ball one. Olivia, the designated player today for the pitcher Haley Hacker. Next pitch is low and away, 2-0. Olivia, perfect so far, 1 for 1. Right-handed batting freshman stands in. Bengtson deals 2-0. In there 2-1 on the inside part of the plate. Chariton defensively, Macy Johnson is the catcher, Lane Braby at first, Lexi Smizer at second, Haddon Anderson at short, Macy Wood at third. Here's a swing and a pop to the third baseman. Wood with the grab for out number 1. And Durandi holds her ground at first. 1 away for the Indians in the top of the second. We're tied at 1. And second baseman Taylor Will stands in. Taylor off to a nice start, 4 for 9. No home runs or runs batted in. Durandi runs. The pitch is into center field to the second base side of second. But Durandi won't be able to advance beyond second after the stolen base after strike 1 to Wills. For Faith, that is her second stolen base of the year. So the go-ahead run now in scoring position for Wills. The 0-1, low and inside, 1-1. Both teams with a run in the first inning. Now the top of the second, Oskaloosa looking to get back in the lead. Wills, tapper to the mound. Bengtson fields, throws to first, and on the play, Durandi will go to third with 2 down. That was not a sacrifice as Taylor was swinging away. This brings up the number 9 hitter for the Indians, left fielder Kaylee Johnson. Kaylee 0 for 2 on the year. No home runs or runs batted in. Bengtson throws strike 1. Bengtson works from the first base side of the rubber. The 0-1 swing and a miss, strike 2.
Got her at that same spot, low and inside. That's sort of been Benson's spot this morning. First 2 innings.
Durandi on third. The 0-1 swinging a foul. 0-2 rather, swinging a foul into the screen. Still 0-2. This is the kind of day where you want to keep yourself hydrated. A lot of water. Here's the 0-2 swing and a foul over the screen and back. Still 0-2. Water, Gatorade, any of the fine products from Mahaska Beverage?
Oh, yeah. Sun's not out right now, but you can really tell the humidity's high up in the air.
The 0-2 pitch just outside and low. 1-2. Bengtson, the right-hander, deals. That is inside, 2-2. Haley had to flinch out of the way for that one, but a slow flinch. Chariton close to the lines in the outfield. The 2-2 outside, 3-2.
Working her way out of this hole, she put herself in, going from 0-2 now to a full count, putting the pressure back on the pitcher.
The 3-2 to Johnson, swung on, popped in the air, into the infield. The shortstop, Anderson, has it to retire the side. So Oskaloosa get a threat and can't do anything with it. No runs, no hits. There was an error and a runner left at third. Indians have left 2 on base after 2 innings of batting. After an inning and a half, it's Oskaloosa 1, Chariton 1. Back in a minute from the Oskaloosa Classic, this is Oskaloosa Indian Softball on KMZN, AM and FM, and the No Coast Network.
Oskaloosa Vision Center's hometown doctors have strong roots in Oskaloosa and are dedicated to serving the community. We use state-of-the-art equipment to provide high-quality, professional eye care through comprehensive eye exams, medical care for eye infection and disease treatment, as well as emergency aid and pre- and post-operative care. With our large variety of prescription glasses, sunglasses, and contact lenses, we strive to meet the needs of all patients, from newborn to adult. Oskaloosa Vision Center. Come see us today.
Hawkeye Real Estate is your one-stop source for everything real estate in Mahaska County and the surrounding area. Whether commercial, residential, or acreages, we've got you covered with the area's largest pool of real estate professionals, full-time support staff, and property management services. With over $19 million in sales volume for 2016, Hawkeye continues to be Oskaloosa's leading real estate office. Discover what thousands already know. When it's time to make a move, get the Hawkeye Edge.
Second baseman Lexi Smizer to lead off for Chariton in the bottom of the second. Game tied at 1. And the left-hander Haley Hacker deals for Oskaloosa. Swing and a chop foul at the plate. Smizer, a freshman, 1 for 11 this season. No home runs or runs batted in. Smizer followed by Brenna Shriver and Lane Braby, the 6'7" hitters for Chariton, in the bottom of the second in a 1-1 game. Hackers 0-1, swing hit slowly to second. Wills has it and throws to first in time for the out. So 1 quick out for the Indians. Defense here in the bottom of the second. And this brings up left fielder Brenna Shriver, 0 for 9 on the year. No homers or RBI. Sophomore looking for her first hit of the year. And it's swinging a pop just over the screen to the first base side. And I think somebody there was able to make a catch. We got a tree in front of us, couldn't quite make it out. 0-1. Swing and a pop almost in the same place. Over and back to the left, and the count goes 0-2. Shriver, the right-handed batter, against the left-hander Hacker. The 0-2, swing and a pop this time in the field of play, but just about a 1.5 foot foul to the right, so it's still 0-2, but it was one of those that was kind of in no woman's land because the first baseman, right fielder, and second baseman all trying to get there, and none of them could.
All 3 of them were there. Yep.
The 0-2, swing and a miss at an outside pitch. The ball got away from the catcher Mormon briefly, but she'll throw to first in time for out number 2. Second strikeout for Haley Hacker.
Haley Hacker's really starting to pick up her game late in this bottom of the second inning. So if she can keep this going, it's going to be bad news for Chariton.
Now Lane Braby, the first baseman, stands in. The right-handed hitter looks at strike 1. Braby 0 for 2 on the season. No homers or RBI. She's been able to get on base quite a bit, or sometimes as a courtesy runner. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Okay. She's 1 for 5 as a base stealer. 0-2 to Braby. And that pitch outside, 1-2. Center fielder Leah Duran on deck for Chariton. 1-1 game, bottom of the second. The 1-2 just missed outside, 2-2.
Megan Mormon tried to help her out with that, get that strike call.
Ah, yes, framing. The 2-2. Off-speed pitch in there, strike three. Nice shot.
Megan got that frame that time. Good inning by the girls. Good inning by Haley Hacker going against this young Chariton team.
Nothing across for the Chargers in the second. After two, Oskaloosa 1, Chariton 1. We'll be back in a minute. This is Oskaloosa Classic Softball on KMZN, AM and FM, and the No Coast Network.
At Mahaska Drug in Oskaloosa, getting your prescription filled is easy. The large covered drive-thru and easy access to the front door is convenient, and the friendly staff is always ready to help you. With a variety of goods and home decor, Mahaska Drug is sure to have the perfect gift for any occasion. Have your favorite photos developed and framed at Mahaska Drug's framing counter, and cherish your memories for years to come. It's all at Mahaska Drug in Oskaloosa, where they have been committed to a healthy community for over 20 years. Call 673-3439 or stop in today.
See what See First has for you. Crazy good rates. Complete convenience. Cash for what you need. Capital to grow. Join the crowd. Try us. Join us. Because together is better.
The Indians with their top of the order here in the top of the third in a 1-1 game. Megan Mormon, the catcher, looks at a pitch high for ball one. Megan popped to the pitcher her first time up. Both teams scoring a run in the first inning. And we're in the top of the third. Here's swinging a pop toward the mound, and again, caught by Grace Bengston for out number one. Brings up third baseman Ashley Kindley, who was hit by a pitch in the first inning and came around to score on a sac fly by Sophia Dykstra. Kindley, the right-handed batter against the right-hander Bengston, looks at ball one just away. Other games going on right now here at the Oskaloosa Classic are Pella Christian against Knoxville and EBF against Pella. Next pitch is high, 2-0. Coming up after this game on KMZN, we will have North Mahaska against Williamsburg. Eric Zamora will have the call of that one for you. That's scheduled for an 11 o'clock first pitch. The 2-0 in their first strike on the outside corner, 2-1. Middle infielders right on the edge of the infield dirt. As the 2-1 pitch to Kindley is outside, 3-1. Benson hasn't walked anybody in 2 innings and she struck out one. The 3-1, high ball 4. So Ashley on base for the second time today with one away. And this brings up the left-handed hitting first baseman Ava Vanderwall. Ava had a sharp single to right her first time up. And the first pitch, ball one, just outside. Outfield seems like it's taken about a step back. Vanderwall, the left-handed hitter, looks at one outside, 2-0. Interesting, the second baseman, Smizer, isn't pulled over maybe about another step for the left-handed hitter. Here's a swing and a pop-up to the right side of the infield. Wood, the third baseman, has it for out number 2, and Kindley holds it first. Now Sophia Dykstra, the Indians' right fielder, stands in. She had a fly to right. That brought in Kindley with the first run of the game. Kindley, the runner on first with 2 away. And Sophia looks at strike one.
Indians got to get the bats going. ever since that first inning kind of died down a little bit.
Chariton's committed a couple errors. The Indians not able to converse. Here's a swing and a foul off the screen to our right. Count 0-2 on Dykstra. Sophia with a strong showing of the state track and field meet as well this year. The 0-2 from Bengtson. Inside pitch off the pitcher's glove. Goes to the shortstop and nobody can make a play. Dykstra hit it sharply toward the mound. Bengtson, the pitcher, was only able to deflect it behind her toward shortstop, and the shortstop, Anderson, coming over toward second base, couldn't really pick the ball up.
All right, Maddie's in her comfort zone right now. She's got people on the base. Her goal is to try and bring them both in right here.
Runners on first and second with 2 out, and Maddie Haynes looks at ball 1. Maddie struck out her first time up. Right-hand batter against the right-hander Bengtson. Swing and a pop toward short. Bobbled by the shortstop. She can't find it. Everybody's safe. It was a low, something between a line drive and a pop-up. Anderson, the shortstop, had charged for it, wasn't able to catch it, and wasn't able to hold on to it in any sense. And now the Indians have the bases loaded, courtesy of back-to-back errors.
Yeah, Chariton's coach is going to walk to the mound, try and settle her team down as 2 errors in a row. You're right on that one call, Joe. That ball was sort of a line drive, but once it hit the dirt, that shortstop went to charge it, and it kind of dropped its momentum, just sank in the dirt.
It stayed there, didn't hop.
Took her off by surprise, I'm sure. So Indians in good position now with 2 outs to try and get in a couple runs. You can't do a sacrifice, obviously, because there's 2 outs, but let's just see if, you can get one.
Unless you're suicidal. Suicide squeeze.
Oh, yeah.
Which is one past politician would say might be a risky scheme. But the Indians have the bases loaded. Kindley on third, Dykstra on second, Haynes on first as Faith Durante stands in. Faith reached on an error her first time up. Bengtson looks at a pitch low. Check that. Durante looks at a pitch from Bengtson low for ball 1. Faith with 2 RBI in the season. She can add to that total here. There's plenty of room up the middle for her as the infielders are pulled more toward the bases, more toward the corners. And Faith looks at a strike 1-1. Pitch is high, 2-1.
Good check.
Batters can like pitches high in the strike zone, but they can't be too high. Indians with the bases loaded, top of the third, 2 out. Durante swing and a miss, 2-2. Olivia Gordon on deck, looking to hit, because if she does, that would mean the Indians have broken this 1-1 tie. The 2-2. Strike 3 called. And after a couple of hours, Chariton use their get-out-of-jail-free card. No runs, no hits for the Indians. They had a walk and a couple of errors, and the Indians lead the bases loaded. They've stranded 5. After 2.5, Oskaloosa 1, Chariton 1. Back in a minute. This is Oskaloosa Indian Softball on KMZN, AM and FM in the No Coast Network.
Keep up to date on what's going on at the Quincy Place Mall in Ottumwa by joining our text club today. Simply text QPM to 64600. You will receive reminders of our sidewalk sales and other events. Also, when you join our text club, you will be entered for a chance to win a gift certificate. So join our text club today. Text QPM to 64600 and don't forget to like us on Facebook. We'll see you at the Quincy Place Mall at 1110 North Quincy Avenue in Ottumwa.
We all need help from time to time, especially during life's health transitions. Whether you're getting back on your feet or looking for a new place to call home, Care Initiatives is here. For over 25 years, we've helped Iowans maintain independence and quality of life. Rehabilitation, skilled nursing, long-term care, hospice care. No matter what life brings, our team of experts are ready. CARE Initiatives for life's health transitions.
Oskaloosa left the bases loaded in the top of the third. Chariton now batting in the bottom of the third, trying to snap a 1-1 tie. Center fielder Leah Duran stands in and swings the first pitch, pops it to short. Haynes with about a step and a half over toward second base to make the catch for out number 1. Duran, a freshman, 2 for 7 on the year. Before that at bat, no homers or RBI. Now the top of the Chariton batting order, and pitcher Grace Bengston, who fouled out to the third baseman Ashley Kindy in the opening inning. Hacker, the left-hander, deals a bluff bunt, and Bengston able to just pull the bat away from the inside pitch, and it's ball 1. Lefty to righty. Here's a bunt to first base. The first baseman, Vanderwall, over to it, and Wills moving over from second to cover for the out, and that's 2 away. Haley's now retired 5 strike batters. This brings up shortstop Haddon Anderson, who's had a rough couple of innings defensively. She singled and scored the Chariton run in the first.
Yeah.
Swing and a foul out of here. I think it got, I don't know if it, I know it hit the tree. I don't know if it got stuck there.
Indians going with a defensive scheme right now, bringing in Taylor Wills as a left-handed hitter is going to try and slap. For those of you who don't know who a slap is, it's sort of left-hander hitters get a running start to first. It's sort of to make them get to the base faster. So
Kindley at third is also up a little bit, and so is Haynes at short.
So bringing them up to sort of equal out the time where they can get the ball to first base before she gets there.
1-2 on Anderson. Hacker's pitch outside, and I saw that little bit of the half-running start she tried to get, but the pitch was outside, and the count goes full to check that 2-2.
Mm-hmm.
Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that will retire the side.
I think that slap's interesting. As you can see, right where she swung, she took one more step, and she was a good, I'd say, 1/4 of the way to first base. So it's a nice little tactic, and you just gotta be aware of it and sort of, plan accordingly for it.
Hacker with the strikeout, her 4th of the game, and for the second straight inning, Chariton goes down 1-2-3. After 3 innings, it's Oskaloosa 1 and Chariton 1. We'll keep things here for the moment. Coming up with the 11 o'clock schedule start times, we mentioned North Mahaska at Williamsburg. That is going to be on KMZN, AM, and FM right here following this game. We've also got Mount Vernon against Linville-Sully, and then Albia against Liberty also getting underway at 11 a.m. Just a reminder also that because of the wet weather we've had, the Classic has been cut down in scope. Instead of each varsity team having 3 games, they're only going to have 2 each. Oskaloosa's next game will be at 4:15. Schedule start time against West Burlington. And we'll have that on KMZN, AM, and FM.
Yeah, so after this game, the girls will have a nice time to go home, relax, maybe put in a nap, as they got a decent time wait for the next game.
And the first pitch to Olivia Gordon is in there for a strike. Olivia popped up to the third baseman her first time up. After 3 innings, Oskaloosa, a run, 1 hit, 1 error. Chariton, a run, 1 hit, and 4 errors. The 0-1 pitch outside to Olivia. Grace Bengston, the senior right-hander, one of just a handful of seniors on this Chariton squad. The 1-1, swinging a pop over the screen and out of here. 1-2. There are 2 8th graders in Chariton's starting lineup, Braby at first and Anderson at short. The 1-2, swinging a pop right to the mound, and Bengston's had a good day fielding. That's her 3rd catch for an out today. That's 1 down for the Indians in the top of the 4th of a 1-1 game. Now second baseman Taylor Wills, who grounded pitcher to first her first time up. Right-hand batter against the right-handed pitcher. Taylor swings and lines one foul out of here to the right.
I'll be on base. I'll be on field too, Joe. That foul ball.
We've got 5 fields here at the Lacey Recreation Complex. The 0-1, high 1-1. Oskaloosa coach Jay Harms in the third base coaching box. The 1-1, high 2-1. That one rose a little too much. Sheridan in the outfield. Duran just a couple of steps over toward right field for the right-hand hitter. Here's a swing and a pop. Short liner foul into the screen near the Oskaloosa dugout on the first base side. And the count is 2-2 on Taylor Wills. Wills bluffing the bunt. Here's a swing and a foul over the backstop out of play, and the count holds it 2-2. Smizer at second is on the back of the grass. The 2-2, low 3-2. Count goes full. Bengtson has walked one and she's hit one. Actually, that's both the same player, Ashley Kinley. Payoff pitch to Wills. Swing a popper past the mound. Anderson has it, throws too late. Taylor with good speed beats out an infield single, the second hit of the day for the Indians. So again, Oskaloosa get a runner on base. With one away, this brings up left fielder Kaylee Johnson, who popped to short her first time up. Righty to righty. Pitches a ball, the swing, and the runner goes and is into second as the throw came into second on a bounce. Taylor Wills with a stolen base. And the pitch was ball one to Kaylee Johnson. Sophomore stands in, right-handed batter. This one floats away outside 2-0. Jay Harms perhaps thinking the best way to get somebody in scoring position with less than 2 out is to have him steal. Here's a swing and a pop to the right side, and this is going to drop in just inside the first baseline. Wills will hold up at third, so the Indians with the runners on the corners.
Great hit
with
by
one away.
Kaylee Johnson right there to advance Taylor to third and put it out of reach so none of the 3 defenders in that area could get it. Good play with only 1 out. We got a good chance at, performing something where we can get a runner to home.
And the top of the order in Megan Mormon, who looks at strike one. And that was hit quite close to something I talked about a little bit ago, where it was in no woman's land, where 3 players were trying to get it. This time the ball landed about a foot inside the right field line.
Oh, yeah, and especially that right fielder was playing pretty far back, too, so she didn't really give herself that much of a chance to, get underneath it. So, like I said, the Indians in good position now to take care of business and put a run on the board. We've left a lot of runs on the table.
1-1 pitch grounded into right field for a base hit. Wills scores, and the runners, and the Indians with runners at first and second, and now with a 2-1 lead on Megan Mormon's RBI single, her second RBI of the year. Oskaloosa up 2-1.
There we go. Just like I said, so we got pinch runner coming in for Megan Mormon. Just the girls we left a lot of bases on the field. You just got to take care of them and put them into home. So Indians really just got to start going chip by chip and make sure these runners on base get to home.
Lauren Kuhn is the courtesy runner for the catcher Mormon at first base. Johnson is on second, and now Ashley Kinley, who looks at a pitch just low for ball one. Ashley has been hit by a pitch and scored the Indians' first run. and walked in her 2 trips, so officially 0 for 0 yet. The 1-0 in there just for a strike. No, check that, just outside 2-0. The umpire raises right fist, which usually means a strike. The 2-0 to Ashley. Inside 3-0.
That one about got her leg as well. But yeah, still with 1 out, the Indians still get in good position. You know, you got a runner, Kaylee Johnson, in scoring position, so let's put the damage on this inning.
The 3-0 in their first strike. As the great St. Louis Cardinals announcer John Rooney would say, keep the line moving. Kuhn on first, Johnson on second. The 3-1 is in their first strike, and the count goes full. 1 away here in the top of the 4th. Indians with a run in and a 2-1 lead over Chariton. Joe Lancello, Coy Snakenberg with you on the No Coast Network. Throwing a ground ball.
Great hit.
It goes in past the second baseman. Ball bobbled now by the center fielder. 1 run will score. Now the throw comes in very late to the plate, and that will allow Kinley to go to second. 3-1 Oskaloosa.
Great hit by Kinley. As soon as the ball hit the ground, it took a couple mean bounces to make sure no infielder was going to touch that. So good double by Kinley, and now Ava Vanderwall up in the batter's box to continue keep the line going.
4 straight batters have reached for Oskaloosa after the first out. Now Vanderwall, the left-handed hitter, looks at strike 1. Ava has a single and a pop-up in her 2 trips. Kuhn on third, Kinley on second. With 1 away, the Indians with 2 runs here in the top of the 4th. Looking to add to it. This pitch is outside 1-1. Bengtson looks in for the sign. The 1-1, outside 2-1. Indians with 4 consecutive singles. Here in the top of the 4th, they are out hitting Sheridan 5-1. The 2-1, swing, lined up the middle, base hit. And the ball getting by the center fielder. 1 run is in. Here comes a second run. Vanderwall to second. And the Indians now with a 5-1 lead. Kuhn came in to score from third. Kinley from second. The ball got away from center fielder Leah Duran. And I would give 1 run batted into Vanderwall, and I would say the second run came in on error, and that's the 5th of the day for the Chariton Chargers.
Yep, and the girls are starting to tee off on the pitcher, so I wouldn't be surprised if, you know, she gets swapped in right now, or this will be her last inning of the game for her team tonight. So Indians doing a really good job just making contact. They've kind of gotten used, comfortable with the pitcher and matched her speed, and so now they're just going in attack mode on the ball. And then softball and baseball, it's one of those sports where, you know, once you see teammates having success hitting the ball, it's sort of contagious, and it starts to carry on to each player. So the Indians got a dose of that contagiousness right now.
The huddle on the mound by the Sheridan coach, Deb Cipher, and her infield pitcher and catcher is over. Brings up Sophia Dykstra with Vanderwall on second and still just 1 out. Inside ball 1. Sophia with a sac fly to bring in the Indians' first run of the first inning, and she reached on an error last inning. Vanderwall on second. The 1-0 floats outside 2-0. Oskaloosa with 4 runs here in the top of the 4th inning. And they now lead at 5-1. The 2-0 pitch popped foul out of here. And the count goes 2-1. You don't want to have a foul ball hit anybody, but at least here when something's fouled back, it hits concrete as opposed to somebody's windshield. Pitch is inside. No, just inside for a strike. 2-2. That's why so many minor league baseball teams with foul balls will have as an advertising thing anytime there's a foul ball goes out of the stadium, you'll hear a sound effect of a crashing windshield and a commercial for a place that sells everything. 3-2 pitch, grounded to second, covered by Smizer, throws to first in time for the second out of the inning, and on the play, Vanderwall will go to third. Brings up Matty Haynes, the Oskaloosa shortstop, the 8th Indian to bat this inning. Matty has struck out and reached on an error. Indians looking to add to a 5-1 lead. Bengtson, the right-hander, deals. Swung, popped high in the air. Bengtson out of the circle will make the catch to end the inning. But not before Oskaloosa take the lead with 4 runs. On 5 base hits, there was one Chariton error, and the Indians leave 1 on base. The Indians have stranded 6. After 3.5 innings halfway through, it's now Oskaloosa 5, Chariton 1. Back in a minute. This is Oskaloosa Indian Softball on KMZN, AM and FM in Oskaloosa, and the No Coast Network.
Fred's Muffler Shop in Oskaloosa has been a family-owned and operated business for over 55 years and is proud to support our community and the student athletes in it. Fred's Muffler provides their customers with bumper-to-bumper quality work done with hometown dependability and competitive prices. Come see what's new at Fred's Muffler Shop in the brand new showroom located at 1214 A Avenue West in Oskaloosa.
Hi, I'm Edward Jones, Financial Advisor, Amber Coffee.
I'm Edward Jones, Financial Advisor, Brandon Kane.
I'm Edward Jones, Financial Advisor, Jennifer Main.
I'm Edward Jones, Financial Advisor, Jason Rosenboom.
I'm Edward Jones, Financial Advisor, Austin Norris.
If your saving for retirement strategy involves the phrase, "I'll get around to it someday," you need to talk with an Edward Jones Financial Advisor. When it comes to meeting your goals, time can be on your side, and there's no better time than now to get started toward your retirement goals. For sound financial advice, contact your local Edward Jones professional today. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
The first pitch to Sheridan's Macy Johnson was hit in the air to center field. Faith Durandi running toward right field. Reaches over to make the grab for out number 1 on the first pitch of the bottom of the 4th for Sheridan.
Faith Durandi out there in center showing her athleticism and her length with her long arms to go and reach for that out. Great play by the center fielder.
So that's 1 up and 1 down for Sheridan. And now third baseman Macy Wood looks at ball 1. Wood struck out her first time out.
It's good to see the outfield also get a nice clean out. Jay Harms said that was one of their struggle points, battling against 5A state champion Des Moines Valley. So it's good to see the outfield getting some action and improving on the next game.
The 1-0 pitch to Wood outside, 2-0. The right-hand batter looks into the left-hander Hacker's pitch. And that's in their first strike, 2-1. First game of the Oskaloosa Classic. Indians leading Sheridan 5-1 in the bottom of the 4th, and a swing and a miss. 0-2, not a full speed swing at a pitch near the outside part of the plate. Hacker looks in, swinging a pop into short right field. Coming in is Dykstra, and she made a sliding grab.
Great play by Sophia Dykstra.
So that's 2 up and 2 down for Sheridan on the bottom of the 4th, and now right fielder Taylor Welch stands in. She reached on an error her last time up. Swing and a pop. Wills, a couple of steps towards second, will make the grab and end the inning. So a very fast 1-2-3 inning for Sheridan on the bottom of the 4th. After 4, Oskaloosa 5, Sheridan 1. Back in a minute. This is Oskaloosa Indian Softball on KMZN, AM and FM in Oskaloosa and the No Coast Network.
Falvey Lumber and Hardware in Eddyville and Albia is dedicated to providing their customers with friendly service. Falvey Lumber and Hardware values your business and has made it their mission to provide reliable products and services with their customer-driven approach. Falvey's courteous professional team is able to support a range of services to meet your requirements. Falvey Lumber and Hardware in Eddyville and Albia. In Eddyville, call 969-4814 or Albia 932-2150.
At Kinetic Edge Physical Therapy, we're proud to keep the Oskaloosa Indians and their fans safe and feeling good on and off the field. Kinetic Edge Physical Therapy is the expert in injury care, orthopedics, and sports rehab, with a new facility in Oskaloosa, complete with an open gym area in addition to several private treatment rooms. If pain is bugging you, come see the experts at Kinetic Edge for a free injury screen. Find out more, including why the Oskaloosa Indians trust Kinetic Edge, at kineticedgept.com.
We go to the top of the fifth, and Oskaloosa leading Chariton 5-1 in this first game of the Oskaloosa Classic Softball Tournament. And the first pitch to Indian center fielder Faith Durandi is low for ball one. Faith has reached on error and struck out in 2 trips. And she had a nice catch in the outfield last inning. Bengston's 1-0 popped high in the air. Bengston comes between the circle and the home plate to make the grab for out number 1.
We got another changeup in the lineup. Abby Braunmeyer replacing Olivia Gordon for the designated hitter for Haley Hacker. So Abby's got that power to her hit. Hopefully she can pull one left and, advance.
Strong right-handed batter with a slightly closed stance takes strike 1. Abby 1 for 7 on the season with a run batted in. Swing a grounder to the right side. First baseman with a nice step. She'll run to the bag for out number 2.
Yep, great snag by that first baseman to, stop a runner on to first.
Lane Bravery running a couple of steps off the bag to make the stab of the ball before it could go into right field.
Yep, it's one of those tough decisions for first baseman as Taylor watches ball 1. It's one of those tough decisions if you're going to go out and, potentially miss it and stay on the base if the right fielder's got your back, or if you're going to go out and take the ball. She made the right decision right there.
Or if the second baseman can't get to it, as Wills swings and fouls one out of play to the right, and the count goes 1-1. Taylor grounded to the pitcher and singled and scored to start the Oskaloosa 4-run rally last inning. Swing and a grounder slow to the shortstop. Anderson has it, throws too late. And for the second straight time, Taylor Wills beats out a ball to the shortstop.
Taylor's showing her speed right now. Wonder if she'd be a good track athlete as well as a softball player.
I was just thinking if the track coach may be wondering, where have you been? Now Kaylee Johnson stands in. She popped out and singled and scored in her 2 times up. 5-1 Oskaloosa, top of the 5th. Indians threatening again here with a runner on first and 2 away. Johnson, the right-hander, against the right-hander Bengston. Pitches toward the inside part of the plate. Throw to second as Wills runs and safe. And Taylor with her second stolen base of the day. And the pitch to Johnson was too low for a ball, 2-0. The 2-0 in their first strike, 2-1. So Taylor Wills now with 2 stolen bases before lunch. The 2-0 caught the inside corner, 2-2. Wills on second. Johnson swing a ground ball to third. Wood has it. The throw to first. Bobbled by the first baseman. And everybody's safe. in the defense of Braby at first. The ball came in to her on a bounce and kind of handcuffed her, and that allowed Kaylee Johnson to get in. Will be a throwing error by the third baseman, Macy Wood. And the Indians out with the runners on the corners with 2 away in the top of the 5th. And that is the 6th error on the day by Chariton. This brings up Oskaloosa catcher Megan Moorman, who had an RBI single her last time up. Pitches high, ball 1. That's the thing with the bases being 60 feet apart, Steph. Like they say, life comes at you quick. And so do batted balls. The 1-0 pitch in there for a strike, 1-1.
Megan had a really good game against Valley Wednesday night. She started the game a little bit cold, but hopefully she's warming up as a hit.
Swinging a ball hit down the right field line, running over to make the grab is Welch to retire the side. Indians get a threat with 2 out, can't convert. No runs, 1 hit, 1 Sheridan error, and 2 runners left. The Indians have stranded 8. After 4.5, it's Oskaloosa 5, Sheridan 1. Back in a minute from the Oskaloosa Classic. This is Oskaloosa Indian Softball on KMZN, AM and FM, and the No Coast Network.
For all your home and business pest management needs, call Certified Pest Control of Oskaloosa. Beth and I offer better prices, better service, same-day responses, and satisfaction guaranteed. We are the only pest control company locally owned and operated. Remember, termites on your property will lead to wood structural damage. So call now for your termite inspection and ask about termite pre-treatment of new construction. We also offer bed bug heat treatments. For seasonal or monthly pest control at the guaranteed lowest prices in the area, call Certified Pest Control, 641-295-0700. We are licensed to kill.
Last year, the Bank Iowa team completed almost 9,000 community service hours. Oofta! That's more hours than a year contains. It's refreshing to see a bank that cares. That's actually why I chose to bank with Bank Iowa. They're a local bank that invests in community, and the community that matters most is the one that we're both a part of. Visit your local Bank Iowa location to learn more about our personal, commercial, and agricultural banking services, or go online to bankiowa.bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
.70 degrees under partly cloudy skies in Oskaloosa just after 10 a.m. and the Oskaloosa Indians have a sunny outlook right now as they are leading Chariton 5-1 as the Chariton Chargers come to bat in the bottom of the 5th. Second baseman Lexi Smizer swinging the first pitch, hits it right to Taylor Willis at second, who throws to first for the out. Smizer now 0 for 2, and that is 10 straight batters retired by Oskaloosa pitcher Haley Hacker. The last batter to reach was Taylor Welch on an error, but as a runner from second was trying to come home to score, she was thrown out the plate. Swing of the first pitch is popped into short left field for a base hit. That ball just reached the edge of the outfield grass past third, and neither Kinley nor Haynes nor Johnson could get to it. So Brenna Shriver with a single. That's just the second hit of the day for Chariton. Now first baseman Lane Braby looks at a strike for strike 1. That was like 2 batted balls on 2 pitches. Shriver at first. Braby looks at a pitch outside, 1-1. Braby struck out her first time up. Haley Hacker, the left-hander, gave up a run in the first inning, but nothing since. The 1-1 popped high in the air to the right side.
Out.
And was the ball caught? We've got that area.
I think the ball went out of play.
Okay.
So
we're in an area where we can't really see.
Fan threw the ball over the fence back to Sophia Dykstra.
The 1-2 to Braby. Half swing, and it's popped into short center field for a base hit, but a throw to second, and they get a fielder's choice. Faith Durandi hustling in. Throwing in time to retire Shriver, trying to get to second. So that's not so. That actually took a base hit away from Braby. It's now a fielder's choice with 2 out.
Yeah, she kind of reached for that hit and put a runner in a bad situation where she was maybe thinking it was going to get caught, so she might have to stay for the tag. So fortunate for the Indians, and smart thing by Faith Durande to secure that out at second.
So that's 2 away for Chariton. Braby, the runner on first. Now Leah Duran with a check swing foul for strike 1. Duran popped to short her first time up. The 0-1 swing and a miss, strike 2. And we're seeing some of the Chariton players now rolling up the sleeves to exercise their constitutional right to bear arms. That's B-A-R-E. Hat tip Larry the Cable Guy. Pitches outside 1-2. Coach Deb Seifer was telling her players, make sure you use sunscreen today. The 1-2 just missed. Oh no, strike 3 called. Usually umpires are very dramatic on their strike 3 calls, but this umpire really did nothing.
It's early morning for him, Joe.
Chariton with no runs, a hit, and they leave one. We've played 5. It's still Oskaloosa 5, Chariton 1. Back in a minute on KMZN and the No Coast Network.
For over 30 years, Pella Printing has been leading the way in the print industry with quality equipment, modern facilities, and skilled staff. The Pella approach combines old world craftsmanship with today's cutting-edge technology to provide brilliant printed products at a value price. They take the time to understand clients' needs from design to pre-press to printing and delivery to build lasting relationships with their customers. Whether you need personalized graduation announcements, oversized posters and banners, marketing materials, or stationery, Pella Printing offers a broad assortment of quality printed products done with speed and precision. Pella Printing, where technology and craftsmanship meet.
Water is more than just a source of life. We have fun with it, clean with it, grow with it, save lives with it. How water gets to us is rarely ever thought about. But at Clow Valve Company, water is never taken for granted. We design and build some of the most advanced water valves and hydrants in the world from one of the cleanest, greenest, and safest facilities in the United States. Clow Valve Company, it's more.
Third baseman Ashley Kinley takes ball 1 as the Indians lead off the top of the 6th inning as Chariton leading the Chargers 5-1. Kinley, the right-handed batter, now takes a strike 1-1. Ashley has been hit by a pitch, walked, and singled to center. She has scored twice and on base all 3 times. The 1-1 swing and a miss, strike 2. Kinley, Ava Vanderwall, and Sophia Dykstra, the 2-3-4 hitters batting for the Indians here in the top of the 6th inning.
Yep, Ashley got really hungry for that fastball right there. She just got to settle down.
Took a little off this pitch, and it's outside 2-2. Grace Bengtson has been on the mound the entire game for Chariton. 2-1 swing, hit towards second. A throw to first in time for the out as Smizer to Braby retires Ashley Kinley. First time Ashley's been out today. Now the first baseman, Ava Vanderwall, who has singled twice, driven in a run, and popped out. Left-hand batter stands close to the mound in the left-hand batter's box. First pitch, swinging a foul out of here to the left. Brushed off a tree in an area where there were a lot of spectators watching different games and kids not necessarily paying attention to something from above.
Yeah, it's a very tight complex, especially when you got foul balls.
The 0-1, this one hit sharply into right center for a base hit, and it will go to the wall.
She might be going 3, Joe.
She's rounding second. The throw came in towards second, and Vanderwall is in with a stand-up triple. Ava got a good rip there, and there was a plenty good gap, and the ball was able to easily roll to the wall. And Vanderwall chugs into third with one away. Now Sophia Dykstra, who has a sacrifice fly today, reached on an error and grounded out. First pitch inside, ball 1. So Ava Vanderwall with a 3-for-4 day. And that's the 8th hit for the Indians. Next pitch is inside 2-0. The 2-0 to Dykstra, swing and a fly to right field. Welch is going back. She will make the catch. Here comes Vanderwall taking and scoring easily to make it 6-1.
That's her second, Sophia's.
Both to the right fielder. So Dykstra with a 2 RBI day. Vanderwall a 3-hit day. And now the base is empty with 2 away, and the Indians up 6-1. Now Maddie Haynes, before she steps in, has a long chat with head coach Jay Harms by the third base coaching box. Maddie has struck out, reached on an error, and popped up. Indians scored 1 in the first, 4 in the fourth, 1 here in the sixth. Chariton got their run in the first. Haynes, the right batter, stands in, looks at one just outside for ball 1. Bengtson working quickly. Inside pitch, grounded, foul to the Chariton dugout on the third base side, 1-1. Oskaloosa ranked 7th in the state in Class 4A. Other Little Hawkeye Conference teams in the 4A rankings. Dallas Center Grimes is 5th, and Pella is 15th. The 1-1 to Haynes, swing and a pop into center field. Moving over a couple of steps toward left is Duran to make the grab.
Maddie Haynes has just been underneath the ball all day today, getting them pop-ups. Just got to work it out, see it through fully, and just take a nice big slap at it. We all know she's capable of really putting some damage to the ball when it's up there. She's just got to calm herself down and, see it straight, as the Indians are going to make their defensive stand right here and try and limit Chariton to any runs as possible they can hold them to.
So Oskaloosa in the sixth, they get a run on 1 hit. No errors, no one left. After 5.5, it's Oskaloosa 6 and Chariton 1. Just a reminder that with an 11 o'clock scheduled first pitch, we will have North Mahaska taking on Williamsburg. Eric Zamora will be on hand to have that one for you on KMZ and AM and FM. And following that game, we'll have North Mahaska against Norwalk, scheduled to 2:30 start. Eric will have that. And then at 4:15, we'll be back with Oskaloosa taking on West Burlington in one of the final games of the day. And everybody's still kind of keeping their fingers crossed about rain. Now the top of the order for Chariton to start the sixth. Pitcher Grace Bengtson, who has fouled out and grounded out. Haley Hacker's pitch is just outside ball 1. Oskaloosa 6 runs on 8 hits, 1 error. The 1-0 swung on, hit to left field. It's over the head of the left fielder Johnson and will go to the wall. Bengtson is around first and into second with a stand-up double. Just the 3rd hit today for Chariton. And Bengtson got some good aluminum on that.
Oh yeah, she got a good piece of that ball. I think it kind of caught everyone by surprise, as all the outfielders playing fairly up. It's kind of soared over their heads, so they'll make note of that next time she's up in the bag.
And Haddon Anderson, the shortstop, with strike 1 as she tried that slap play again. So Kindley at third, almost halfway to home plate. Haynes at short is also up. Wills even with the pitching rubber.
So with
as
Ashley,
Haddon looks at, check that strike 2 on the same type of a play.
So with Ashley coming up, that means Maddie Haynes is going to cover third and Faith Durande is going to cover second. So as you can tell, all these girls have, been through this scenario, and I just think it's very interesting. This doesn't happen in baseball a lot, so all these girls got to be on their toes.
Pitch was outside. Now count 1 and 2, and a swing and a miss, strike 3 as she tried the same kind of a slap, and she went around a pitch that was way outside. So that's one out for Chariton on the bottom of the 6th. Anderson now 1 for 3. This brings up catcher Macy Johnson, who has walked and flied out and looks at strike 1. Bengtson, the runner at second. Chariton looking to chip away from a 6-1 deficit in the bottom of the 6th. Next pitch is high, 1-1.
Haley got her on that first pitch, throwing some mean junk, so caught her off by surprise.
Infield back at normal depth. Durandi in center field, about 5 steps over toward right. Swing a ground ball past the diving Kindley at third. Ball is retrieved quickly by Johnson, so Bengtson will have to stop at third after the single by Macy Johnston. Chariton now with runners on the corners and just 1 out. 4th hit of the day for the Chargers. Now third baseman Macy Wood, the cleanup hitter, who has struck out and flied to right on a nice sliding catch by Sophia Dykstra. Hacker, the left-handed, deals to the right-handed batter. Pitch is in there. Now this runner at second kind of faked a steal, a very delayed double steal, and Bengtson does now come in to score to make it a 6-2 game. And Johnson does go into second with a stolen base of her own. That was just it looked awkward, but it worked.
Yes, it did. I think Megan Moorman left some off on that throw as she kind of left it short.
Swing and a humpback liner caught by the second baseman.
Great double
Wills,
play.
And she runs to the bag in time to double off Johnson to end the inning.
That was impressive.
Taylor Wills with a nice stop. The ball was kind of a humpback liner towards second. Taylor made the grab and then was able to double off Johnson off second to retire the side. Sheridan the 6th. They get a run on 2 hits, no errors and no one left. After 6, Oskaloosa 6, Sheridan 2. Back in a minute. This is Oskaloosa softball on on KMZN and the No Coast Network.
Need to buy or sell real estate in the New Sharon or Oskaloosa area? Call me, Kara Meyer, at Gatton Realty at 641-660-1713 and let me help you with your real estate needs. Whether it's residential, commercial, or land you're looking to buy or sell, I'll use my resources and expertise to find the right buyer or seller for you. All of us at Gatton Realty are proud supporters of North Mahaska. Go Warhawks!
The Welcome In Bar and Grill at 209 Walnut Street in downtown Eddyville is the place to meet your friends for good times and great food. Try one of their mouth-watering tenderloins or burgers. And don't forget to order up some delicious appetizers like mac and cheese bites or jalapeno poppers. Stop into the Welcome In Bar and Grill at 209 Walnut Street in downtown Eddyville today, and be sure to like them on Facebook to see daily food and drink specials.
We go to the top of the 7th. Oskaloosa with their 6, 7, 8 hitters up. Faith Durandi, the center fielder, to start, followed by Abby Braunmeyer, who is now staying in the game as a designated player, and second baseman Taylor Wills. As Durandi looks at strike 1, Faith has reached down an error, struck out, and popped to the pitcher. And the next pitch is strike 2. It looked low and away, but apparently it caught the low outside corner. Durandi, the right-handed pitcher, right-handed here against Bengtson, swinging a pop-up high in the air. Going into short right field, back is the second baseman, Lexi Smizer, to make the grab for out number 1. Now Abby Braunmeyer, who grounded to first, and a nice play by the first baseman, Braby, in her only at bat. And Abby looks at strike 1. Sheridan the 7th will have their 5, 6, and 7 batters coming up. Taylor Welch, Lexi Smizer, and Brenna Shriver. Bengtson's 0-1. Just high, 1-1. No signs of rain yet. It's partly to mostly cloudy. The 1-1 just outside 2-1. Macy Johnson, the catcher, given the sign. Bengtson deals, swinging a chopper between the circle and first. Bengtson off the circle to get it and throw to first in time for out number 2. I've got that reflex though where I want to say mound. But there is no mound in softball. It's all flat.
The circle.
Now Taylor Wills looks at a pitch just outside for ball 1. Taylor, 2 infield singles and a ground out today. Here's a swing and a pop toward third, but it goes foul and just out of the reach of the third baseman, Macy Wood. And on both of her hits, Taylor Wills hit grounders to short, but she was able to beat him before Haddon Anderson could get a throw in time. Wills, the right-handed batter. The 1-1 is hit towards second. Throw to first and safe again. That ball just kind of died when it hit the dirt. And the second baseman, Smizer, had to kind of wait for it. And that was all the edge Taylor Wills needed to get her third hit of the day.
Taylor must have walked into the ballpark finding a lucky penny on the floor, because she's been outspeeding all these defensive players. It's quite impressive.
First pitch to Kaylee Johnson is inside for ball 1. Kaylee with a single. She's reached on an error and has popped up. The 1-0. High 2-0. Taylor also with a couple of stolen bases today, so Chariton's defense might be a little nervous about that. The 2-0 swung, fouled over and out of here to the right. 2-1. Indians with 9 hits today compared to 4 for Chariton. And Oskaloosa with a 6-2 lead. Next pitch is high, 3-1. Catcher Megan Mormon on deck for the Indians, as Oskaloosa looks to build on a 6-2 lead here, top of 7. The 3-1, high ball 4. So Wills will go to second after the walk to Kaylee Johnson. That is just the second walk that Grace Bengtson has allowed today. Now the top of the order for Oskaloosa and catcher Megan Mormon, who is 1 for 4 with an RBI and a run scored. Right-hand batter. Looks at strike 1. Johnson on first, Wills on second. 2 out here, top of 7. The 0-1. Just high, 1-1. Duran, the center fielder, a couple of steps over toward left. Average depth, the 1-1, swing a grounder into the hole up the middle for a base hit. Wills has rounded third. She will score. And on the throw in, Johnson will go to third and Mormon to second. Megan with her second RBI of the day, and the Indians now with a 7-2 lead.
Kuhn going back out for the courtesy run for Megan Mormon, as she's really been hot this season so far in the first 4 games of the year, batting wise.
Megan now 7 for 14, 500. That's pretty good. Here's a swing and a pop out of here over the screen by third baseman Ashley Kinley. Ashley 1 for 2 with a walk and being hit by a pitch, and she has scored twice. 7-2 Indians. Here's a swing and a pop-up. Fair territory. The second baseman, Smizer, coming in, took a step back in the grass, then came back in for the catch to retire the side. The Indians get one more run on a couple of hits, no errors, and 1 left. The Indians have stranded 9. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Oskaloosa 7, and Chariton 2. Back in a minute. This is Oskaloosa Classic Softball on KMZN and the No Coast Network.
Craig Ford is more than just the name of our business. It's my name and my reputation. Craig Ford is committed to providing you with the highest in customer service and the peace of mind in knowing we won't be beat on price. Check out our website at craigford.com and compare our prices with our competitors. Craig Ford won't be beat on price. Let me say that one more time. Craig Ford won't be beat on price.
My name is Luke Harris, and I'm proud to be a local farmer. Partnering with Flight and State Bank helps me in my farming enterprise to make sound day-to-day decisions from a financial perspective because they provide the financial stability and advice that I need to run my business the way it needs to be ran.
Haley Hacker looking to close things out for Oskaloosa in the bottom of the 7th. The Indians up 7-2 over Chariton. And the first pitch into right fielder Taylor Welch is a strike. Welch has reached on an error and popped up in her 2 appearances. Indians looking to improve to 3-1 on the season. Chariton to avoid going 1-4. Here's a swing and a foul into the screen. And the count 0-2 to Welch. Sophia Teixeira in right field up a couple of steps. Everybody else regular depth. The 0-2 is fouled into the screen again. Count holds 0-2. Faith Durante in center is over a few steps toward right field. And Kaylee Johnson in her usual spot in left. The 0-2 from Hacker. Swing grounded slowly toward third. Kinley up with it. Throws for first. That's 1 out. 19 outs down, 2 to go.
Ashley showing off her arm cannon right there to make the long out from third base. Chariton not putting themselves in a good position to make this 5-run to get to a tie.
Now Lexi Smizer, the second baseman, looks at a pitch high for ball 1. She's grounded out twice. The 1-0 swing and a pop-up. Hacker back a couple of steps, comes off the circle and makes the grab for out number 2. Indians 1 out away from a win. Now left fielder Brenna Shriver, who has struck out and singled to left. Swing and a pop in the short left, toward short left field, but caught by the third baseman Kinley, and that is that. The Indians finish up the first game of the Oskaloosa Classic with a 7-2 win over the Chariton Chargers. We'll come back and wrap things up here. We'll be back in 3 minutes. This is Oskaloosa Indians softball on KMZN, AM and FM, and the No Coast Network.
Staying healthy has just gotten quicker and easier. Pella Regional Health Center's walk-in clinic is there when you need it. And now you can reserve your spot with convenient online reservations. Goodbye waiting room. Hello walk-in reservations. Go to www.pellahealth.org/walk-in to reserve your spot at Pella Regional's walk-in clinic. Pella Regional Health Center, providing healthcare and healing services with Christian compassion.
Hello, this is Wade Davidson, owner of Rock Island Tap, and I want to invite you to come down and check out the tap. We are excited to offer you 59 various beer selections, including 24 craft and domestic beers. We not only offer unique beers, but we can get you mixed drinks, wine, and my famous vodka and Jameson Bloody Marys. We are looking forward to offering lots of events and live music. You're going to want to keep updated on all activities and live music, so be sure to like us on Rock Island Tap Facebook page or call 641-676-ROCK for more information. Come on down to the Rock Island Tap, relax, and enjoy a few with us.
Hey everyone, I'm Tyler Van Wilden, your local expert at Malcolm Lumber. At Malcolm Lumber, we pride ourselves in being your local lumberyard. We boast competitive prices that you find at the big box stores and unmatched service that the big box stores can't provide. Our one-on-one service is what sets us apart. Our knowledgeable experts are here ready to help build you a better future. And thanks to the community for having us all these years.
You can continue to find Malcolm Lumber at our 3 locations in Grinnell, Montezuma, and Oskaloosa. Malcolm Lumber is here for you, start to finish.
If you think there's room for improvement in your investment game plan, or that maybe you should send in some new plays, take a time out and talk to an experienced investment professional. I'm Bob Auld of Robert Auld Investments, an investment advisor with over 31 years of experience in Oskaloosa and Southern Iowa. Let me help you find some new strategies. Call 673-9448 or 1-800-444-AULD.
Robert Auld is a registered representative offering securities and investment advisory services through SagePoint Financial Inc., member FINRA and SIPC.
The Welcome In Bar and Grill at 209 Walnut Street in downtown Eddyville is the place to meet your friends for good times and great food. Try one of their mouth-watering tenderloins or burgers. And don't forget to order up some delicious appetizers like mac and cheese bites or jalapeno poppers. Stop into the Welcome In Bar and Grill at 209 Walnut Street in downtown Eddyville today, and be sure to like them on Facebook to see daily food and drink specials.
Need to buy or sell real estate in the New Sharon or Oskaloosa area? Call me, Kara Meyer, at Gatton Realty at 641-660-1713, and let me help you with your real estate needs. Whether it's residential, commercial, or land you're looking to buy or sell, I'll use my resources and expertise to find the right buyer or seller for you. All of us at Gatton Realty are proud supporters of North Mahaska. Go Warhawks!
With Coy Snakenberg, Joe Lancello here at the first game of the Oskaloosa Classic. The Indians defeating Chariton by a score of 7-2. Oskaloosa, 7 runs, 10 hits, 1 error. They left 9 on base. Chariton, the Chargers, 2 runs, 4 hits, 6 errors, and they left 2 on base. Both pitchers went the distance. Haley Hacker getting the win for Oskaloosa, allowing 4 hits and 2 runs. She walked 1, struck out 5. Grace Bengtson took the loss. She's now 1-4 on the season. She gave up... Oh boy, have I got my stuff backwards here. She gave up 10 hits, 7 runs. I'll have to check how many are earned. She walked 2, and let me check the number of strikeouts here. 2. Chariton now 1-4 on the year. Oskaloosa 3-1. And Hacker improves to 2-1 on the season. And the big inning of the game, Coy, was the 4th, where the Indians strung together several hits and scored 4 times.
Oh yeah, for sure. Right when you get to around the 4th inning, you've seen the pitcher once or twice. You just sort of understand what they're gonna do, how their approach is gonna be towards you, and you just sort of get comfortable with it. And the girls were really comfortable with Chariton's pitcher and just sort of started to tee off on her and had a nice little run inning. And then, like we said earlier, it kind of spread to the whole team wanting to get on base. So everyone was looking aggressively to get a hit.
Kudos today for second baseman Taylor Wills, who went 3 for 4, scored twice, using her speed to good effect to get a couple of stolen bases too, and also made a very nice play defensively in the 6th inning, where she caught what was a cross between a pop-up and a soft line drive, and was able to run to second and double off a runner for a nice unassisted double play.
Yeah, Taylor had a great game on the bases, and defensively, that double play really kind of took the momentum away from Chariton, as they had a couple runners in scoring position to close out the inning. But just overall, she had a really good day, and I hope to see this, continue on for her, and especially at the 4 o'clock game today.
And also Ava Vanderwall with a triple and 2 singles and a run batted in. That 3 for 4 day, nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that. Ava's trying to showing us all that she is a very capable hitter when she gets a hold of the ball. And her triple today was spectacular and very fun to watch, and I'm sure she had a blast doing it as well.
Well, the Indians improved to 3-1 on the season. Oskaloosa's next game here at the Oskaloosa Classic will be at about 4:15 this afternoon when the Indians take on West Burlington. We're not leaving just yet, though. We are going to slide over to another diamond, and we will have North Mahaska's game against Williamsburg. Eric Zamora will have the play-by-play of that one for you. That is scheduled to get underway at 11 o'clock. We'll see how the other... No, wait, come to think, that's the first game on that diamond. That's on diamond number 2. They've cut things down here, as we mentioned a little bit earlier. It was originally going to be each team with 3 games, each varsity team. However, because of all the rain we've had, there are some fields that can't handle 5 games on them. So they're trying to spread the load a little bit and cut it down for each varsity team to have 2 games.
Yep, and going back to the Indians today, I just want to say, watching them play against the number 1 ranked team in 5A Valley, 2 things I got away from this game was Haley Hacker didn't let that game bother her, as she basically controlled everything Chariton wanted to do offensively. She kind of was make sure Chariton wasn't allowed any too much freedom with runners on base and runs scored. And also the outfield has improved tremendously from Wednesday night. You got to be able to thank Jay Harms and the other assistant coaches had them girls take pop flies after pop flies the past couple of days, because the outfield was truly astonishing with Faith Durande's reach snag and then Sophia Dykstra's slide catch. So very impressive to see them improve, and excited to watch them play later at 4 o'clock against the Williamsburg team.
Okay,
or West Burlington.
I think you're going to hang around and join Eric for the next game?
Yep, my brother Cade will be with Eric, so
okay.
we're gonna tag team it today.
Alrighty, so that is going to do it for our coverage of this first game here at the Oskaloosa Classic. We'll keep you updated on the other games here as well as we go on here. For Titus Let's Ring and the Oskaloosa video production crew, I'm Joe Lancello. The final again here, Oskaloosa 7 and Chariton 2. We'll be back with you in a few minutes. Eric Zamora will be for North Mahaska's game as they take on Williamsburg. We'll be back shortly. This is the Oskaloosa Classic Softball Tournament on KMZN, AM and FM in Oskaloosa.
You've been listening to live Oskaloosa Indians softball on the No Coast Network. Brought to you by Bank Iowa, Clavalve Company, Oskaloosa Vision Center, Pella Printing, Robert Ald Investments, Malcolm Lumber, Kinetic Edge Physical Therapy, Certified Pest Control, Community First Credit Union, Fred's Muffler Shop, Hawkeye Real Estate, Pella Regional Health Center, Edward Jones Investments, Falvey Lumber and Hardware, Mahaska Drug, Quincy Place Mall in Ottumwa, Lighton State Bank, Gatton Realty, the Welcome Inn of Eddyville, Northern Mahaska Specialty Care Center, and the Rock Island Tap. Your Keys to the Game sponsor is Craig Ford. This has been a presentation of the No Coast Network.